Alright, so yesterday we factored expressions. Today we're going to do that again, but with fractions and decimals. So what I want you to do is make sure this is copied down so you can pause it, and when you're ready to play, we will go through how to work it. So you should have this copied down in your notebook. We're going to go through how to make this work. So our first step, when there's fractions anyway, is to make sure they have common denominators. So we've got 3/10 y minus, and we want to make this one to be the common denominator. So we have to multiply this one by 2 on the top and the bottom, because the bottom would be 10. And that's what we're looking for, is that common denominator. 10 on the bottom, 4 on the top. All right, so now we've got to look at this and figure out what can we take out of here that's a common fraction, like a factor, the biggest factor that we can multiply. And you got to think about that, not adding, multiplying with the fractions. So I'm going to take out 1/10 out here on the outside. 1/10 times what equals 3/10? We know the bottom has to be 1. What do we have to multiply the top by? It's 3. Now we look at 4/10, it's the same sort of thing. We would have to multiply 1/10 by something over 1, and we would get 4/10. So this is 4. So we take out 1/10, and we multiply it by 3, we get 3/10. Multiply it by 4, we get 4/10. Okay? So start with the smallest fraction. If there's something bigger, you'll notice it when you take it out, factor it out, and have things left over in the parentheses. But since 3 and 4 don't have anything other in common other than 1 as a factor, 1/10 is the biggest fraction we could take out. Now let's try it with decimals. So we have 3.3c plus 13.2. So I want you to copy these down into your notebook, save a little space, and press play when you're ready. So we've got 3.3c plus 13.2. Now usually with these kind of things, they're not going to make it too difficult on you. So my suggestion is to see if 3.3 goes into 13.2. So take your calculator, take 13.2 divided by 3.3. When you do that, you get 4. So it does evenly go in. So we're going to just take out 3.3. We've got 1c right here, because 3.3 times c is 3.3c. Then we take 3.3 out of 13.2, and that is 4. And when you multiply those, you should get 3.3c plus 13.2. So that's our answer for that one. All right, example number 3. We're factoring out a -3 out of 6x plus 9. So you want us to take out a -3. Okay, what do we have to multiply -3 by to get positive 6x? You should have said -2x, because -2 times -3 is positive 6. And then we're going to add, what do we have to take out of 9? Or -3 times what equals positive 9? Negative times a negative makes a positive. So, or you could write this, -3 is -2x minus 3. Same thing. Either way. Next one. So this is just a review example of multiplying fractions by the inside number. So, ooh, didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys. Ooh, really didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we take 1/3 times 9, which is 3j. 1/3 times 12, which is 4. We're just going to keep these in parentheses so we know. 1/4 times 12 is 3j. 1/4 times 16 is 4. And then we just take like terms and subtract, because it's the difference, and that's what that means. So 3j minus 3j is 0. -4 minus -4 is -4 plus 4. Ooh, Seriously? 0. Okay. So this one is 0 is our answer, which is weird. That never happens. I hope I did that one right. All right. So last example we're going to do is the one with a polygon. So go ahead and copy this down into your notebook. When you're finished copying it, you can go ahead and press play, and we will go over how to do this. So it says we need to write an expression in simplest form. So expression, simplest form, that represents the perimeter of the polygon. Now, go back in your brain. We've talked about perimeter and area before. Perimeter is when you add all the sides. So we're going to add all these sides. So x plus 14 plus 2x plus 2x plus 3 plus 6x plus 2x plus 3 plus 2x. And then we're back to x plus 14, so we're done. So now we got to find all the like terms. X, 2x, 2x, 6x, 2x, 2x. So x plus 2x is 3, 4, 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15x. And then 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that's our final answer. All right. So now we're going to go through your checklist for today. So today, finish all the problems on 51. So you went through 9 yesterday, so 10, 11, 12. Then in the back of 51 is 52. You're going to work on problems 10 through 18. You don't have to do number 17. When you're finished, just keep it in your folder. We'll go over it tomorrow. Math Galileo is next if you're not done with that. If you are done with that, then the practice sheet that we started yesterday, or some of us did, if you didn't, you can get one from the sub. I'll put an answer key on the board and on the Google Classroom. Then calculator practice if you're done with all of that stuff. And then if you're done with the calculator practice and everything above, then you can do coding practice front row, or you can go on and do the quiz on the Google Classroom as well for our test on Friday. I want you working the entire hour. Please make sure that you are using your time wisely and I don't get any sub-reports about anyone not working the entire hour, because if I do, there will be consequences tomorrow. So please make sure you're working the entire time. Thanks. See you guys tomorrow. Be good.